And good Thursday morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather as we begin another day. And just like yesterday and the day before, I have to tell you that it's going to be hot, extremely hot. Heat index of around 100 this afternoon. As we go west, we go north of our area, expected to be in the 110 area. It's going to be hot no matter how you slice it. That'll go all the way due north if you leave Mississippi and drive as far as you can to the end. That's bad. And we're right in the middle of this summertime weather. Who isn't ready for fall? Little deer season, start making things change and some color of leaves. But we're still a few months away from that, aren't we? We are. As you begin today, I'm glad you're here. 71 right now. We'll wait for that high in the 90s a little bit later today, and we'll get deeper into the forecast. And another question that we will solve, or at least show you how it is at the moment, is how Tropical Storm Fred will affect us. Some small effects, nothing serious if everything stays on path the way it is intended at this point. One of the things that are out this morning, as they do polls most every day, is they ask Americans what they think of the economy. And the breakdown is only 5% of Americans at this point think that the economy is great. 5%. 24% think it's good. Fair think 38%, which is kind of shocking. And 33% think it's in a pretty rough shape. So where do you fall in that? Have you thought about that? That's how it breaks down there. 33 awful. Basically, 38% say it's fair, 24% say good, and 5% say it's excellent. Apparently, they have not bought groceries or gas anytime lately, have they? 86% of Americans are concerned about the inflation. 14% aren't. The rising prices, think that a lot of it had to do with the pandemic, government policies, and also just the regulars up and down. I don't know. The top concerns are three things. 70% are worried about groceries, 67% gas, and the rising cost of housing is 53%. And apparently, they didn't poll those people that went and tried to buy a new vehicle. Wow. And that's driven the price of pre-owned vehicles to the moon and back, has it not? You tried to buy one of those lately or looked anywhere what pricing is, it's due to that chip. And I saw where Smyrna, Tennessee, the factory there that builds automobiles, is going to have to shut down due to they don't have the chip. I'm not a rocket scientist, but I would think that it would be time to start building those in the United States, just like our medicine, and quit depending on other countries to supply us and cut us off. In other news, I don't know if you've seen this yet. Yet again, Hunter Biden has been busted. More and more coming out about this as he told what's the proper word for this? A lady of the evening that Russian drug dealers stole one of his laptops before this. And if you've seen that, I can't even show the pictures of this, of what they're showing out there, of what some of the latest pictures that come out. It's pretty rough there. And all that's up in the White House. That's happening. That definitely did. But enough about all of that. I'm glad you're here. Good morning to you. I hope you feel good. Right now, as I said, 71. And let's pull up radar this morning and show you exactly what's happening, where everything is. We'll start with the tropical storm. Tropical Storm Fred is out there. As we pull up radar this morning, Fred is sitting here right past Haiti, sitting this morning at 35 miles an hour, 46 mile an hour gust, moving west-northwest at 16 miles an hour. That's of 4 a.m. this morning. And it's just going to make its way and skirt just to the west as we zoom in on this. Saturday, it will be just to the west of Homestead, Florida, and just stay off the coast, bringing a lot of rain there. Landfall looks to be Monday, sometime in the early morning hours, and will come across just west of Tallahassee, in between there and Panama City, in a little town called Summer Camp. Now, again, we're a few days away, and this will either move west, east. It'll be some back and forth. This is not a exact true route at this point. But if it were to stay on this point, as you look at this, this is the cone where the rain will be the heaviest. The east side of this storm always is the worst when it deals with hurricanes and tropical storms, always on this side. So remember that. So at this point, Mississippi is on the west side of this, but let's zoom in on this and look at some areas. And I put a picture of this earlier on Facebook this morning. As you zoom in on this, This is going to be Wayne County, barely that eastern edge of Wayne County there getting in here. Also Clark County as we zoom in on this. This is east. Here's central Clark County. This is the extreme western side there. And as you come up through here, let's turn on some location so you can start seeing what might be in this. Right there, that is Energy. It's going to be east of Energy. So the rain will be from there into Lisbon, Alabama. As we come into Lauderdale County, and again, this is going to be Tuesday-ish. Why Not Motorsports Park will be in this. The Boy Scouts, Dalewood, all the way up through Lauderdale. As we go northward into Kemper County, following just west of Highway 45. Here's the Chicken Shack, 2 Mile Bottom as you come through here, Baca Valley, and just on the west side of Scuba, about where the horse arena is where that line will be back east toward Alabama, and we go into Noxubee County as well, out here, Prairie Point and these areas here. Getting wet there in Pickensville, Alabama, then that will curve back into Alabama, Carrollton, and those areas, taking in Tuscaloosa. But again, all of this is on the west side, so it will be some rain involved with it, but nothing horrible. But I will show you in a few moments what is expected as we dig into a little bit deeper with this and show that there's something else behind Fred. And it looks like it's gaining strength as well. So that's what we've got shaking with hurricane this morning. We do not hurricane, but tropical storm. Let me change that. We do have a lot of showers off the coast here in the Gulf. We did get some of those showers yesterday afternoon. If you notice, we got wet. Kemper County got slammed. Also, Jasper County had a thunderstorm warning, as well as Clark County. Boy, Toxie, Alabama, when you got over in the edge of Alabama, a lot of rain fell yesterday afternoon. As we go out to the oil fields out in Odessa, Midland, if you've got family members that work out there, a little rain this morning. El Paso, some showers around it. Even Phoenix, Arizona this morning getting wet. The worst of the rain that we're picking up this morning, no matter where you are across the states, is going to be in the northern part, Detroit, Toledo, Ohio, and those areas there. Also, as we zoom in, Springfield, Missouri, cutting northeasterly, and that will go on up toward Fort Wayne, Indiana, if you've ever been in those areas there. As we back out and we look over here toward California, not really a lot going on, but just hot. That's what we see there in Washington State. They still are getting slammed. Let's look today to make sure about severe weather and what's going on and where that will be. As we turn that on, all of this will be north of us here where we're looking at these showers up here. Kansas City has a chance of a level 2 today. And as we get into New York, Vermont, that we rarely hear much about, New Hampshire and those areas up in the New England area is a level 2 as well. Our area, not so much at this point. We watch this as we got light showers, and that's that overview of Fred as it makes its way in there. And let's go ahead and just look at a couple of days out and see what it has to offer here. Severe weather, still pretty much the same. Tomorrow, on Friday, will be just a level 1 everywhere in the United States. And as we go to Saturday, we pull this up, and nothing severe at all on Saturday across the U.S. So that's good news. No bad things happening. We like days like that. All right, let's switch and do a few more things this morning with the weather and get that rolling with what the National Weather Service says we have in store.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
And a big thank you to EMEPA for being with us from the word go as we begin our weather this morning. As we look at our record highs and record lows, what's it going to do today? In the past, on this date, it was 1954. It was 103 degrees. 1967, a bit cooler. It was 57 upon this day for a low. Not bad. As we look at the outlook for today, we're looking at that 93 to 94. Some scattered showers. Heavier chances due south of I-20 is what we'll be looking at down toward Laurel, Hattiesburg. So southern Lauderdale County and Clark County, you may have some rain this afternoon blow through. And this will be after 2 o'clock. We'll break down the forecast here in just a moment to show you more about it. As we go into Alabama, as expected, more chances of showers and scattered things throughout the afternoon. This also comes later in the afternoon. Highs up through Demopolis, 92 as we make our way into Livingston, about 91, and we're going up toward Hamilton, Alabama, 88. As we go due east, Auburn, got any Auburn Tiger fans out there? We'll set that at 92 as the temperature there in Auburn. As we look at what our heat index is going to be today, and this is going to cover today and tomorrow. They may break it down later, but this is what we're looking at as of 6 a.m. this morning, the last I checked. The Meridian area, again, about 105. But as you dig into this, most of Kemper County, you get right there a couple miles before you get to Porterville, it's going to be hotter. The further north you go, take it in Scuba, Wahala, all of these areas out in Preston. And when you get into Macon, Mississippi, Sugarlock, Wahala, those areas are going to be up to 110. And this takes in Louisville, Columbus, all of well, I won't say all, but if you'll look here right across the line there when you get into Neshoba County, it's just a few miles there that's going to be the 105. As you get to House, Mississippi, it will increase to 110. And all of this area here, that northwest corner of Newton County is going to be a little bit warmer as well. Leak, warm, warm, warm. So this is what is expected. And again, I urge those hours that 10 to 7 are the times to stay indoors if you're not used to the heat and don't do this every day. It can make you fall out quickly, this heat. So y'all watch it. Be careful what you're doing out there. Now, here's what we're talking about on the hurricane level. As we have a tropical storm, this is Fred right here, as it makes its way. This is the second one. 5 days from now, this is expected to possibly turn into another tropical storm. A 60% chance at this point is what they're looking at, following pretty much the same path that Fred did. Now, when it gets here, we'll start having those spaghetti models that show you which direction that storm might go. At this point, let's look at Fred here. Fred, again, has its eyes set right on Florida. We're on the outskirt of getting some wet stuff on the west side. Nothing major at all. But the east side, that Florida line, western Florida, will be wet. And most of Georgia, parts of Alabama, as it makes its way right through there to the west side of Tallahassee, it's going to be wet in those areas. As we start looking at when winds will start to come about, you'll see here on Friday afternoon about 8 p.m., or we'll call it Friday night. I made a little boo-boo on that. Friday night there in southern Florida, we'll feel it about midway through the state, Saturday at 8 a.m., and by Sunday morning, that Alabama coastline, start paying attention. You'll start feeling some winds from this as it makes its way ashore there. And by Sunday, southern Mississippi, southeastern Mississippi, right down in here, will feel some winds as well. As we look to what the temperatures are going to do, as you'll see that the Meridian area is starting to heat up all the way to the coast there, especially the west side of the state as we go down. Louisiana is going to be warm over the next 10 days. Northern Mississippi shows that it's just, well, a normal hot. The further north you go into Detroit and these areas here, it's going to be warm there also. So now let's move in and look at the temperatures, the actual temperatures that are pretty accurate for the next 7 days. And this is what we have showing up this morning as we dig into this. Today, that 50% chance of rain. We'll hit that 92 for a high. That heat index, again, 100. Watch that time in between 10 and 7 this afternoon. Avoid it if you can. If you make your living outside, you know how to handle this, and just don't overdo it. If you run a weed eater at any point during the day, and there's a lot of guys that do that for a living, be careful. Now, the rain showers, this 50% again is a 2 p.m. thing. After that, you're pretty good up until then, and we've got a chance in the late afternoon. As we roll into tonight, it decreases down to a 20% chance of showers, and that will happen before 9 o'clock. So not bad at all there. Clear with a low around 73 is what we'll get. As we close out the week, we're down a little bit in rain chances to only a 40% chance, and that rolls in about 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That chance there. Now, we'll have some fog early in the morning, so when you're waking up, plan ahead to leave a little bit early tomorrow morning, through about 8 a.m. there. 93, but the heat index tomorrow to wind the week down will be 102, where we're looking at today being 100. It's 102 tomorrow. Down to a 20% chance of rain on Friday night. As we roll into the weekend, rain chances go back up, and they'll hold steady really all the way through Wednesday with a 60% chance of showers. And again, each one of these chances will be late afternoon showers, but we don't really cross that 90-degree mark after we start getting the rain there after Sunday. We'll watch that. Rain is on the way. All right, let's go ahead and just for fun see what we've got lined out for us over the next through the 26th of August. As we look at this again, right at that 90-degree mark is what we're looking at. Lows will only reach in the 70s, and this will change some as it always does as we move forward into the end of the month. Can you believe we even said the word September, that it's getting that close? Yeah, that's shocking that we're getting that close to the end of the month. Shakes me up. This year's flying by. Before long, we'll be talking about Halloween, football. That's close, isn't it? Right around the corner as we get this rolling today. Let's see here. As always, with this hot weather, I've brought this up before, and well, I want you to pay attention to it because if you have a problem, they're there to help, and that's Sanders Gas. They can help you if you're having trouble with that air conditioning. Emergency service is available if yours breaks during the daytime hours there and you need it fixed. You just can't handle it. They'll come do an emergency service to get you going the same day service there. If yours needs a tune-up, something is not quite cooling right, they can help you there as well. And as always, generators and a whole lot more to help you at Sanders Gas. Very affordable. They'll help you. We all know how bad it is during these hot months here. Give them a call at 693-4054. That's Sanders Gas, 22nd Avenue, before you reach the Meridian Police Department there on the left. They'll be on the right-hand side of the road as you roll into town. So see those. A few good mornings to bring up as Bree Packer, I said that wrong. I apologize, that this is Friday Eve. It's always good to see Friday right around the horizon. We're there, aren't we, Bree? Miss Joy Stafford's up this morning. Always such a beautiful lady. Love her to death. She's always been good to me. Also, Donna Roseman, how are you today? Good morning. Thankful to have some chances of rain. Terry Ray joins us. Richard Boatner. Nick Dowell is up today. Glad to see you, Nick. Hope you're doing well today. Terry Lynn is up along with Sylvia Stewart. Brian Troy, the meat owl at our location, Food and Water. Morning, folks. Yeah. Also, Robin Morris and Reggie McKee is joining us today. Thank y'all so much for dropping by. We're getting ready for the morning show that will begin at 8 a.m. bright and early here. We'll be here at Facebook, YouTube. And I've mentioned this several times. If you don't have a backup account with YouTube, that you're just basically Facebook, make sure to get you a YouTube account. I can't tell you the times that people are shut down for something that they shared that didn't look bad, and well, then you can't use anything. So have a backup plan to where you can reach us when bad weather breaks out. If you want to watch our morning show, make sure to do that. It's simple. Scotty Ray's Weather, any place that you look for us, that's the way it's listed. Sign up, follow that, click that little bell there on that, or make sure to follow on Facebook. The way Facebook has changed things, the likes, you don't get the notification, so you have to follow. That's what's important with Facebook. Look at me getting tongue-tied as it moves forward there of what you're looking for. Don't forget, great racing will kick off tonight also at Why Not as racing action. This is the big races that will be going on throughout the weekend, so make sure to check that out. Why Not Motorsports Park. They've got a lot going on there. It's what they call the granddaddy of all racing happening this week there. If you're a racer, you know what I'm talking about. Thank y'all, and we'll see you back very soon as we jump to this. We'll be joining that at 8 a.m., a little over than, an hour and 10 minutes roughly. Could be an hour and 11 minutes, but it'll be okay. I'll see you then, and thank you for dropping by and spending a few moments with me this morning as we begin our Thursday. We'll see you back very shortly from now.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by